So, hey, I saw Deviant recently uploaded his experience of getting his vaccine booster. So, I'm off to go get mine, and I'm going to try and update you as well as to how the jab goes and how it goes throughout the day, what kind of side effects I get, if any, or my experience throughout the day. The first two, if I recall right, gave me a little arm pain, the first two shots, and I think maybe one of them could note feeling a little more fatigued, but honestly, that happens sometimes to me for other reasons. During seasonal issues, allergies, things like that, you can get fatigued pretty quick. But other than that, I had no notable issues. So hoping the same is going to happen. But yeah, I just got signed up today on my state's website at Indiana and was able to get a same day appointment place nearby. So I'm going to go over there, going to grab it and grab it, going to jab it. And then, yeah, I'll keep, you'll see me next. I'll see if they'll let me film me and getting the jab. We'll see. All right. See you soon.
So here I am, just waiting to go in. I'm just a little bit early for my appointment, but I got my multi-pass. Literally love that they have this here, multi-pass. So try to cover up all my special deets there. But yeah, you can get that off of Etsy. That's where I got mine. But yeah, so I also wanted to follow up and just kind of say that regardless of whether I have any symptoms or rather side effects or, other issues that come across from the vaccine, those pale in comparison to the many experiences of people who have had COVID-19 and have survived. Not to mention all the people who have died from COVID-19. So should you get your vaccine, let alone your booster? Yes, you should get your vaccine, and then 6 months later, you should also get your booster, or whatever the standards for waiting time are going to be when you need to get your booster. You should do it because it protects not only you, it protects everyone around you. The more people who are vaccinated, the more people who have antibodies, basically the roadmap that your body needs to be able to recognize that the COVID virus is in you, so that it knows what to get rid of and can in quick order before it starts doing a lot of nastiness to your body. When enough people have that protection, then the virus starts to die out. How the virus mutates into variants, like we've seen with Delta and others, is that they have unvaccinated people that the virus is able to live in, and especially non-symptomatic or asymptomatic folks. And that's a reason to wear a mask. I'm vaccinated, and I'm going to go into this building wearing a mask because, number one, it's a good thing to show everyone, yes, I care about your health as well as mine. But I also, in case I'm an asymptomatic carrier of COVID, which I hope I'm not, I'm getting a booster for it, but I hope I'm not, or I'm an asymptomatic carrier of some other viral respiratory or some type of disease that could spread through the air. I'm going to take care and respect everyone else's health and well-being, and I'm going to wear a mask, especially in these times. And especially if I had symptoms, if I were sneezing or coughing or whatever, I would wear a mask. If I had to go out in public, I would always be having a mask on so that I could protect other people. That's a big change that I'm making in my life to try and make things better. Is that, once we say this is all over, once this just becomes endemic, I'm going to take a look at risks not only to myself but also to others, and try to reduce that. And if we all do things like that, we can greatly reduce the amount and incidence of sickness in our communities. You live in a community, and so you got to contribute to the community. You don't get to just live off by yourself. Meanwhile, you're also living amongst others and have rules that don't apply to you. So we all need to pull together on this. So while you're watching this video, just go ahead and schedule your shot and go ahead and get that done. I'm going to see if they're going to let me video me getting the shot. So I'll try to make sure that nobody's actually in the video. And yeah, I'll come back out and check back in with you afterwards to tell you about, because you have to sit for, I think, for 12 or so minutes for them to make sure you're not having severe symptoms. So I'll come back out and sit, and I'll tell you what's going on. Am I hurting? Whatever. And then I'll go back home. See you soon.
There you go.
Thank you.
So, hey, got my, well, yeah, well, that'll be fine. Got my multi-pass updated. So, that was fun. And very simple, very easy. Everyone's friendly. And got my jab done there. You can see I got circus animals and circus things going on there. So, oh, it's starting to come off there. And I waited my 15 minutes now, and I'm back in the car, ready to go home. Not feeling any different than when I walked in. Maybe, I think, as I walked over here, a slight headache. But it's gone now. It's like, oh, maybe we're going to have a headache. No, now we're done. Okay, sure, fine. Probably just from me getting up and walking, because I'm a big person. I qualify as obese. So, you know, maybe that was just me getting up and everything. I don't know. But, yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. I will get back later tonight and do another little update and keep you apprised of how I feel. And then I will get up in the morning, tell you how I feel. And then later on that night, I will do my last update, just kind of tell you how it all went. And if I have any kind of symptoms or anything like that tomorrow, I might keep it going for another day or whatever. But if I don't have any like symptoms or issues that are arising out of this the next day, I'll just go ahead and put it all together and post the video tomorrow night or the next day. That'd be Thursday. So we'll see what happens. Hey, I promised you an update after work, and so here it is. So still got my circus, still have my circus Band-Aid on. I probably ought to take that off here in a bit. Rip the Band-Aid off. It's going to hurt a little. But all I have to report is just a little pain around here, just around the injection site. I did do a light workout, lifting this morning. I haven't done one of those in a while, so I did biceps. I did some chest press, some flies, and I also did some shoulder presses. So I got some tricep and whatever the top of the shoulder is. I got both of those kind of going. But it's only in this arm that it hurts. And I had this in the first two as well. One was a little worse than the other. One of them, one of my first shots, the pain went down a little further even. I think both of mine were on the left side. So, yeah, so that's all there was. I know I said I thought maybe I was starting to get a headache of some kind. Nope, never got a headache. I guess it was just me getting up and then walking. It's another thing I don't do a lot of. And need to get out more need to be doing more exercise and activity. And so yeah, so I got to my car, drove home, no incident. And yeah, it's been pretty nice. In fact, I've been working for the most part. Forgot I had a Band-Aid on. Wasn't even thinking about it, and then kind of towards the end of work there, I had a little bit of pain there, and I was like, oh yeah, that's because when I move my arm that way, that's when you kind of feel those muscles there pulling, and I was like, oh yeah, a little bit of pain. Okay, fine. If that's the worst that happens, then this has all been great, and you know, we'll see. But I'll give you an update maybe tonight, but definitely in the morning. Maybe before going to bed, especially if there's something to note. But otherwise, we'll see you again in the next update. Hey, about to go to bed actually. It's 9:46 local time, and just giving you a little update. You know, no swelling. I think that is actually where I was injected, right there. So you see a spot, I think, right there where I was injected. Actually, that's a freckle too, but I think the spot's right there above the freckle. No, it's right there. All right, anyway. I've been thinking like maybe there's a little bit of swelling, but every time I feel there's not. I still feel a little bit of pain. It doesn't feel any too different than, again, maybe having worked out a little bit and having done some lifting this morning. I'm starting to feel, since it's nighttime now, I did it at 5:30 in the morning, so now I'm starting to feel parts that I worked out. Those muscles are starting to feel a little bit of pain. It doesn't feel any worse than that. I think Deviant described his arm pain as someone punched him in the arm. I know what it feels to get punched in the arm. I'm sure he does too. I was not bullied. I was maybe bullied a little in elementary school by a couple kids on the bus. Yeah, I don't feel like it's quite a punch in the arm. Maybe it's what a punch in the arm feels like later that day. You just have a little bit of issues there. And my glasses are not doing well. Anyway, sorry, I'm distracted by that. I need to get my frames kind of figured around for that. Anyway, unrelated. So far, nothing. I don't feel congested. I'm able to breathe fine. I don't feel like I'm out of breath. I haven't gotten fever. I haven't gotten any sneezing. I haven't been coughing. I haven't been hacking. I haven't felt fatigue. I felt energetic all day. Anyway, I got it at like noon, the shot at noon. I felt energetic all day. Didn't feel like I had to take a nap at any time. So, it's a little better because I actually got good sleep last night. So, I think that's partially contributing to my feeling better anyway. But considering that as a baseline, that I'm feeling better anyway, we're doing really well. A lot of things I would normally experience as a part of my normal life aren't happening today because I had some good sleep last night. But yeah. So I will wake up in the morning, and if there's anything interesting to note, I might flip the camera on and do a little bit more. But you'll hear from me you'll hear from me Thursday probably. But I'll update again around lunchtime tomorrow. That'll be Wednesday. All right. See you then. Hey, so it's now November 17th. It's Wednesday, and I got my shot yesterday. Moderna, shot 3, the booster. And it's okay. I think today, now that it's noon, I think what I'm feeling right now is some congestion coming on. Of course, around this time when the weather and seasons are going weird, I kind of go in and out of congestion anyway. But maybe, I think over the past 2 hours, I've started maybe feeling kind of a sick feeling. I worked out yesterday, so I do have muscle achiness in my upper body. I don't have it like in my legs or any other place. I would normally have muscle achiness when I am sick, if I have muscle achiness like a flu or something like that. Not having abdominal pain, not having nausea, maybe feeling a little bit tired. I am doing a little bit of something different with my sleep now, so I was well rested yesterday and felt great. Today, a little bit more tired. I'm going to take a Mucinex DM, see if that helps with the congestion. I can feel my nose start to build up just a little more mucus. Again, don't know if that's seasonal. Don't know if that's anything to do with some mild side effects. In fact, Let's do a little side effects of the booster. Again, folks, you can just look this stuff up yourself. Let's not look at drugs.com. Let's look here. Possibly redness and swelling of the affected area. I'm not seeing any redness or swelling. Right there's the injection point. I'm not noticing any redness or swelling. Fatigue is the second most common side effect in Pfizer, but I had Moderna, so maybe I'm having a little bit of that. Muscle and joint pain. Again, I worked out, so can't really tell. I don't have joint pain, though, because that feels different, and I don't feel like my bones are hurting or my joints, like when I have fever or flu or something like strep. I've had strep. Oh my gosh, I've had strep. Like, over the past, 8 years or whatever, I've had strep 5 or 6 times. Yeah, that's terrible. Like, you feel it in your chest all the way through because of that fever, and you get your chills and everything. I don't feel any of that right now. I just feel a little bit of fatigue, a little bit of some, and that may be just because of the congestion going on. But that's just kind of what I'm seeing right now. I was going to see Moderna, not Pfizer. Boop, 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 boop. What does Moderna say? FAQs. Huh. No, it will not give you COVID. Okay. There is a remote chance that Moderna COVID-19 vaccine can cause severe allergic reaction. Severe allergic reaction would occur within a few minutes to 1 hour after getting a dose. So definitely did not have a severe allergic reaction. That's why they have you sit down for 15 minutes. For this reason, your vaccination provider may ask you to stay at the place where you received your vaccination for monitoring, like they did here. Those allergic reactions can be difficulty breathing, swelling of your face and throat, a fast heartbeat, a bad rash all over your body, dizziness, and weakness. You know, stuff that you definitely would determine you're unfit to drive, stuff that would determine that you're going to have a heart issue or you're going to have a respiratory issue, right? So those are allergic issues, like difficulty breathing. It's a common allergic reaction. So in some people who've received Moderna vaccine, some people have had pericarditis, which is the inflammation of the lining of the outside of the heart, or myocarditis, which is the inflammation of the heart muscle. And in most people, the symptoms began within a few days following the receipt of the second dose. The chance of this is very low. I don't feel any heart issues. Feels ticking just fine. You should seek medical attention if you have shortness of breath, feelings of having fast beating or fluttering or pounding heart, not feeling that, or chest pain, not feeling that. Side effects have been reported in clinical trials. Injection site reactions, pain, tenderness, swelling of the lymph nodes in the same arm of the injection. So, basically right there, not even feeling any of that. General side effects. Fatigue, headache. See, right after I said I was maybe having a headache and nothing happened, I didn't have anything. Muscle pain, joint pain, not having any of those besides my workout pain that I expect. Chills, not having it. Nausea and vomiting, I don't have that. Fever and a rash. I haven't measured. I don't feel like I'm getting hot. That could change, and I'll update you along the way. But right now, I just kind of feel a little bit of fatigue. Get a little tired. And some congestion in my face, which are not necessarily reactions that people are saying that they have. So honestly, folks, if a cold, feeling of having a cold, or whatever, or even like a mild sinus infection related symptoms or whatever, or side effects, is what you get from a COVID vaccine, which I'm not even thinking that's what I've got. That may just be seasonal. That just happens to me anyway. If that's all that happens after you get a COVID vaccine and a booster, come on, get the jab. Go ahead and get vaccinated. It's going to be fine. And the sooner you do it, the sooner we can all get back to our hacker conferences, the sooner we can go back to going to conferences and concerts and restaurants and a lot of other places that we all really love going to. Faster we can all get back to some semblance of normal. Of course, there's arguments to be made, valid ones, of course, that we shouldn't go back to normal. That the systems that perpetrated everything that has happened over the past couple of years need changed. And so there's a lot of non-normal that we need to actually establish a new normal. But as far as things going back to normal, where society, we can get out with each other and do things, that's the normal I'm talking about. That's what I want to see come back. And in order to do that, we need to get vaccines. So do your part. I did mine. And I'll check in with you later on today. Okay, so it is 7:04 p.m. It is Wednesday, November 17th. Keep looking down all the way because that's where my clock is on my screen. Have felt fatigued after 12, so I gave my update at 12, right? And I felt fatigued the rest of the day. Pretty much the next couple hours, I started getting more and more tired. Not for lack of sleep, so something's happening. Beyond muscle pain, there's kind of like a general unwell feeling going on in my body. Yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. Completely fine. Otherwise, again, not something that, I don't expect from something like a mild sinus infection or, some other type of mild sickness that you get over or, take some antibiotic for and get over. Not a big deal. Just, take some rest. Not a problem. It is true, with the booster, you may have fatigue. You may end up like not feeling like working, or you may feel like you need to rest. The congestion or whatever I felt didn't go away. I did take a Music Next DM. I still kind of feel that congested feeling. So, like not full on like it was, but so, plan accordingly. That may be something you need to do. You may need to also talk to your boss ahead of time, especially if your workplace says you need to be vaccinated and have your booster as part of the OSHA mandate that's coming. That is currently on hold, goes live December, and then starts getting enforced by OSHA in January, I believe, if I remember correctly, if I've read correctly some of the news sources. So if you haven't gotten your vaccine yet, please do get it. But tell your company, tell your work, hey, I might need a day or two depending on how my body reacts to it. It may be a thing you need to do is say, hey, give me some flexibility here. I may not be feeling well a day after the vaccine or a day after the booster. The vaccine, I think maybe I felt like a little bit of fatigue on one of those. I want to say not quite like this. A little milder than this. This is a little worse than that, but it's not terrible. It's just inconvenient. Very inconvenient. So yeah, I would, in fact, this is kind of, I've just been kind of laying in bed a lot right now. So this is like the energy I have from having laid in bed for a while. So yeah, that's kind of, my mind's also kind of, again, maybe that's another symptom is you can't really focus. So yeah, that's kind of it. I guess that's it. Make sure you give yourself some time to recover if there's some side effects. maybe take the vaccine or get your booster on your Friday. That's probably going to be a popular day, but then, give yourself the weekend. I know it ruins your weekend, but if your workplace is more prickly about, being in the office, being on time, blah, 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 then make sure you try to plan accordingly. But definitely prioritize getting the vaccine. We can't always choose our jobs. Sometimes we have to do jobs because that's what pays the bills and everything. I'm lucky, privileged rather, that I have a job that puts me in a position where I can be a little more flexible. And can get work done and take the time I need to make sure I'm taking care of myself. So thanks to my boss and thanks to the company and everything. So anyway, see you. If I don't get you back tonight before I go to bed, which I'm actually going to go to bed to just lay down again because, again, I'm tired. I'll get up in the morning and see how I feel. If I feel worse, I'll let you know. It's the first yawn. I've been kind of fighting the yawn for a while there. But if it gets worse, we'll find out in the morning. Of course, sometimes you wake up and feel a little better, and then by noon you find out and it's not better. So by noon, I should know whether it's getting worse or not, or if it's getting better. I'll give you another update at noon, and then I will maybe post this tomorrow night or Friday morning. It may have to be pushed back depending on how this journey goes. If this gets me for another day, it may be Friday. So it's not like you're waiting now while I'm saying this and you're waiting for me to come back. It's not like I'm doing a daily update and you're seeing this. You're seeing this now, having the benefit of already having had me go through all this. So that's what that's funny. This is going to be a different video because usually I do my glasses of OJ in one shot. So I'm used to just doing it. And that's how I've done these takes, is usually just one shot. I think there was only one that I just redid because I think a sound effect ruined it. But yeah, the rest of it's good. So anyway, I'll see you in the next one. See you in the morning, maybe. Hey, so it's now Thursday, November 18th. It's 8:30 in the morning. I feel better. Don't feel particularly fatigued at the moment. Of course, I just slept for 8-9 hours, so that generally should give me some more energy. We'll see what happens around noon. Noon's around when any kind of sleepy energy kind of goes away, and my symptoms when I have other sicknesses like sinus infection or strep throat or something else, usually that's when those types of things will come back in real quick, is around noon. So I'll check in around noon and tell you what's up. Nose is clear, actually. So no issues there. I don't feel congested. Don't have any pain when I tap my cheek. No headache. Nothing else. So we'll see. I'll check back noon and see if anything has changed. If nothing's changed, I'll just give a final little update, and then I might upload the video. If something does and it turns out I still have fatigue or other things, I might have to keep doing these updates and upload the video later. But we'll see. See you in the next update. Hey, so it is now noon 10 on November 18th, Thursday. Everything feels fine. So I woke up this morning and didn't feel, the same thing I felt yesterday. I don't feel fatigued. I don't feel like I can't think about what to say or whatever. Everything's just feeling fine. The pain, whatever little pain in my arm, it's gone. Don't even notice it. Like, I raise my arm, I don't feel anything. Muscle soreness that existed from my workout still exists in a couple areas, but just little residual effects. Nothing noticeable really as I move around. Nothing that harms me or anything or restricts me. So a day where you just kind of through halfway through the day, you don't feel so good and may need to lie down and just kind of take it easy and rest. Come on, go get your shot, get a vaccine. There are some side effects that are obviously more serious than others, but like I read off in an earlier update, it's fine. Just go take your vaccine. A side effect of getting COVID that's really bad is death, and you don't want that. Or long COVID, which is kind of this chronic carrying on. There have been people who have had their taste and smell basically gone for 6 months, and then as it came back, it kind of like reversed. I've seen reports of people that at one time something would smell savory and everything, now it just kind of smells like garbage, and it comes back eventually, but it takes a while for some folks. You don't want that. There's people who have still difficulty breathing. They aren't back to 100%, and they're kind of dealing with kind of a post-viral syndrome of their body's been harmed permanently, or at least more chronically, by the virus. So that's fine. Yeah, let's all get vaccinated. This is going to be fine. We're all going to get through this. Do your part and go get your booster, because that's going to help against variants coming forward, and help get your body a little pop quiz to make sure it remembers, hey, by the way, this is what the virus looks like. Take care of it. So let's do our part. Take care of it. That's your glass of OJ. So in this case, yes, to keep the doctor away, or at least to keep COVID at bay. Take your glass of OJ and get your shot. Bye.